aspect. It feels very, well, JRPG, kind of. Hey, not look now, but the lady in red is back again. Hey, some said it is the one and only Charlotte Lorelei. Princess Lorelei? What is she doing in a place like this? Maybe I should make a move. Huh, like royalty would want anything to do with your flea-bitten ass. Oh, look at that, look at those ribbons. Can I enter any of these rooms? Oh. Community announcement, dearest patrons of the Lost Lady Pub and Inn. It has come to my attention that many of you have been leaving empty mugs and bottles strewn about the premises. Just because it's the apocalypse doesn't mean we have to act like beasts. Please do your part and give me the Lost Lady clean. Giggity. Oh, hello. I sense the presence of a fellow adventurous. That's quite the sixth sense you have there. The name's Lyric. Who might you be? No offense, but I'm not looking for new friends. They always end up 6 feet under. That's a jaded outlook. Survive a few trips to the surface and maybe we'll have something in common. Until then, keep your guard up. How much you want to bet that I can recruit her eventually? Just not now, because I'm not, like, I haven't actually ventured outside the city yet. That'd be really cool if you could just walk around and recruit people. This is the market again. I wonder if I can go back there. Because last time I couldn't explore at all. Move along. This is the headquarters of the North Venture Company in Dale Arch. The fox here who were left in ice snare gathered here. That's the shop. Oh. See, I knew there was something. I knew it. Foxier. The Foxier hail from the island nation Asadal. It is surrounded by large bodies of water. They were a historically isolated race. They began to systematically explore surrounding bodies of water and nearby coasts. With the advent of turtle ships, these expeditions became much safer and economically lucrative. A new age of exploration began as they pioneered trade routes to the Mitoji, the Beautiful Lands, which is their collective term for the lands outside Asadal. And then he says, I'd rather eat a Naziri blood sausage than go back up there. I wish I could have seen the look on his face. Wait, is that a... My favorite human, what are you looking for? Wait, he sells... Oh, look at this. Straight up herbs. Health and vigor. A light ration. A brew. Health and vigor, but more health and vigor. I might actually, honestly, I might actually take one of these. I should probably take at least one of these. They'd be expensive though, but... Cheap perfume. This cheap perfume is popular amongst the Chanty Arlots of Dale Arch. It boosts merchantry, but it lowers combat. Now, here's my thinking. If I buy it eventually, I'll be able to equip it before buying shit, and then I can unequip it and equip something that's combat related afterwards. Dowsing Rod. The basic tech of these rods can sense traps installed beneath the ground. +1 awareness. Huh. That's fine. Speaking of... I should probably equip myself. Can I not? Oh, E. Yeah, me. Haha. Look at this. 21 and 16 now. Nice. This is Lyric's cabinet. You can store items from your inventory here. You can access the items you've stored from a cabinet located in Volsung's workshop and a market as well. What? That is so cool. And they already froze my ass up there. As if that's not bad enough, the spooks are getting more restless. How do you humans tolerate the cold anyway? I can't imagine what life is like for a guy without a little fur on his chest. Well, we just happen to be the world's foremost experts on layering clothes. It's not wrong. Accountant. I just had the miserable honor of pulling a crunch shift in the accounting department today. What? Somebody's got to keep this place running. In times like this, you gotta keep a positive attitude. Dale Arch already has sadness in spades. Dale Arch is a rudimentary economy thanks to the North Venture Company. Controlled supply and demand has kept everyone here sane and motivated. Yes. Asadal is a temperate region with 4 distinct seasons. As the island was historically isolated due to the large bodies of water surrounding it, foxtrot culture flourished without being tainted by outside influence. As such, many of their traditional habits and cultural practices may seem very alien to outside races. During this time, their society functioned as a rigid hierarchy. Supreme deference is given to the Asadali emperor. Their culture began to change after expeditions out of Asadal became more common. I'm gonna call it Asadal. Nare's song. You look fresh off the boat from Medina. I don't believe we've met, Outlander. I'm Nare's song. I'm Lyric. What's the North Venture Company still doing here? Conducting business as usual, no less. What we're doing is anything but business as usual. In any case, you'd be surprised how durable the age-old tenets of supply and demand are. How is that possible in a place like this? Some spooks in Eisner are still going about their daily lives. They trade supplies from the vast stores of Eisner we don't have access to. And what could a spook possibly want in return? Alien, the only currency worth anything in this godforsaken waste. Spooks won't accept gold. Lucky for us, we're the only ones capable of printing authentic alien. Interesting. Wasn't alien originally meant to be used as a burnt offering from the Foxeer to their ancestors? That's true. They can't make it for themselves. You seem familiar with our culture. I guess it's no surprise you're carrying such a nice crossbow. I've never seen anything like it. Well, it's nothing like a traditional Foxeer bow, but it is of my own making. We should visit the range someday and fire off a few shots. Dude, I wonder, like, she knew about the money of the alien. Is it because I talked to the guy, or is it because I read the thing in the codex? It must have been because I talked to Mahoram, most likely. The Beckoning Fox. This traditional statue is a common talisman of luck for the Foxeer. Sometimes you just gotta let your tail down and have some fun. I know you're thinking, how did you achieve such a fine mane? Well, let me tell you, it's not easy to maintain down here. I just made a tidy profit from the supplies I brought back from the surface. Maybe it's time for a visit to the Lost Lady. You know, a snazzy fire brew isn't half bad. It really warms you up. Gross. How did you develop a taste for that drow swill? Oh. Hey, it's Maru again. Ah, Lyric. Why are you idling in such a place? Waiting for you, of course. That sweet talk won't work on me, Marum. Wait, what is that poster? Yeah, let's just let's just ignore that poster. Could be a hot spring, yeah. In fact, it most probably is what it is. Halt! These are the Shenties. I'm afraid I cannot allow you through unless you have the proper documentation, stranger. Fine. Naziri camp. Step back, Outlander. The Naziri have heard whispers of your arrival here. Just because you've been released doesn't mean you can freely wander here. Dude, nobody likes us. It's so sad. What happens if I go... Okay, nothing. Sorry, what? Wow, are these... I've heard stories about these machines, but I've never seen one up close. Grr, chugga chugga grr. Looks like a real Tin Man. I wonder how it works. Aha! Golems. These large constructs were created by the famous dwarven inventor Volsung with the help of matriarch Talindra. These automatons possess bodies of highly precise clockwork engineering. Part of their bodies are meticulously crafted from Sylvani ironwood. A hedge magic apple sprouts vines that thread through the machinery and bring the golem to life. While golems can respond to commands and perform basic action, they are incapable of complex thoughts and interactions. It's kind of cool. Like, I like the backstory of the golem. So it's not like machinery necessarily. It's more like there's a plant inside. I can't tell whether it's broken or resting. Stranger, huzzah! Be amazed! There are no other technical marvels like them in this world. Yeah, they're quite remarkable. Did you make these yourself? My name is Volsung, and this is my workshop. Yep, my faithful servants are the handiest. Have you ever met a golem before? Golem? Ah, I'm not surprised. You humans don't have the same knack for engineering we do. There's a lot of complex tech running underneath the hood of these Tin Men. The inside compartment is made out of... Well, you're quite the handyman. How do they work? These superior golems are powered by my special brand of engineering and a bit of Sylvani Edge magic. They run on enchanted apples. Too bad that Talindra won't help me anymore. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Okay. They can do some pretty complex tasks. Grr, chugga. Hi, Tin Man. How are you today? Sugar grr. I think they understand me, but don't seem too bright. Okay, that's the other chest that I can use. I see you eyeballing my furnace. She's a real beauty, yes? It doesn't look like a normal dwarven furnace. Keen eye, I call it cindery. I can craft anything here ranging from golem parts to my favorite jackalope stew. I'm something of an inspiring craftsman, so I find it to be very interesting. I did not realize I was in the presence of a fellow craftsman. I'd like to see how you and any work the bellows. Feel free to use cindery when I'm not busy with it. Really? I'm not at your level, but that would be great. You'll have to find your own materials though, then you'll have to go around down here. Just bring what you have here and the golems will help you. That's awesome! I will bring stuff from time to time. Thanks. In return for all this, I simply want to see your work. Deal? Don't make me regret it, Idini. I'm sure I can make some good stuff. Now, if only I had the right resources. Dude. There's crafting! This is so cool. This is the workshop. You can craft valuable new items here, some of which cannot be purchased from merchants. You will need resources to craft new items. When you have what you need in your inventory, the option to craft will be available. Herbal balm, patch, Edeni brew, dwarven brew, med pouch, light rations, relics, trickster belt, a belt fitted with all the tools you need to bypass the most stubborn of locks. Cool. Divining rod, yeah, this one we can buy, we know. This one we can also buy. Camping kit. I think we can buy that one too. This one we cannot buy. It's like an upgraded version of what I have. See, it says 0 out of 1, and then I need 2 other things. Huh. It reduces my awareness though. But you stay, but it boosts your stats by a lot. Dude, I already have the armor. Like, all I need now to make this is like a bunch of gear you can find in missions. Cool. It's pretty neat. And there's no more exclamation mark above the thing. So, good. Aha! North Venture Company. The North Venture Company, I think the first one is in Splints, though. I don't think it's Splints. I think it's, I think these two are things you find out in the wild. They're like just trash. But it might be splints. You know what? I'll go back to the market and just look at the icons. Maybe we can figure out what they are and what they cost. The North Venture Company is a multinational mercantile group under the control of the Asadali Emperor. It was formed soon after the discovery of the mainland and has been operating for centuries. It deals in trading of a variety of goods that range from Zumurudi spices, Edeni textiles, Sylvani woodworks and fruit, and Dwarven technology. Authority in the company is divided between regional heads who carry golden seals issued by the Emperor. The company also employs a formidable military force of thousands. Kinda cool. Lenville said you'd come. They're waiting for you. Please proceed. So I have to go in that big door there. Okay. Let's go in there. Aha! Edina. Much of mankind's culture has been shaped by conflict. The human realm is a vast land composed of several populous kingdoms constantly vying for dominance. Political and military authority in Edina is concentrated in the country's major noble houses. These families have ancient roots, and many can trace their ancestry back to the land's original tribes. The power struggle between these houses are also a daily source of gossip and intrigue within individual kingdoms. The Ascending Room is a marvel of ancient Dwarven engineering. The room functions as a lift that ferries passengers from Dale Arch to the surface of Icesnare. It follows a complicated network of tunnel underground that serves to conceal the room's final destination. This renders Dale Arch location virtually impossible to find unless it is accessed via the Ascending Room. Despite the machine's age, it is far more advanced than most modern technology in Ethera. The knowledge used in its construction has been long lost to the dwarves. The Etherian Alliance. Rising from the ashes of the Temper Wars, the kingdoms of Ethera pooled their resources together and established a Guardian Alliance, a tenuous diplomatic alliance of 5 countries and 3 cities. Its purpose was threefold: to organize a concerted means of rebuilding their kingdoms, to prevent future wars, and to mitigate damage from the Colossi. The alliance is composed of 3 distinct branches: the Chancery, the Conclave, and the Guardians. Cool, cool. Let's go upstairs now. We have brokered a tenuous truce between the Crown Loyalists and the Drifters. This place feels like it's about to explode. Captain Esquire III once saved my life during a surface mission. I owed him a huge debt of gratitude and would gladly pledge myself to his service. The captain is fiercely loyal to his soldiers. You won't find a more honorable man walking in the 5 realms. This chamber belongs to our leader, Commander Zachard Ventru. It is strictly off limit. Well, that's great. That's the guy we need to meet. So he's obviously... Proceed if you have something to discuss with Celeste. Word of the wise, though, she doesn't waste time with idle small talk. Okay. Naziri Camp. The Naziri Camp is a drow settlement in the southwest corner of Dale Arch. The day-to-day dealings within the encampment is overseen by Sitara. However, actual authority over the Drow and their militant Shadowmancers and Blood Mages lies with the Shadowbrand. Most survivors regarding Drow culture as strange or barbaric tend to steer clear of the camp, as they find the resident generally unwilling to suffer their ignorance and lack of sophistication. Let me be clear, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. It looks like I'm the least of your worries around here. I don't know how you got through the Frostfell, but my gut is telling me something is off. You may be in Nenville's good graces, but respect is earned in my book. Good, that makes both of us. I've got my eyes on you. To Liddy, chill. Please, just calm down. The Guardians are composed of soldiers recruited from across the 5 realms and free cities of Thera. Our efforts have ushered in a new era of peace in the world. Our priority now is to stop the Shade King. We need to find a safe way to evacuate the survivors from Icesnare. Unfortunately, our inability to bypass the Frostfell has stifled our efforts. The Frostfell has kept you trapped here this entire time. It's an enchanted barrier surrounding Icesnare. Anyone who touches it instantly frozen to death. Frost fences are getting erected inside the city too. This is a city map. Looks like the Guardians have profiled the most important people in the city. A new Frostfen has cut off access to the supplies. We need the Ghost Bazaar. The situation is dire, but we're still trying this under wraps. The last thing we need is a panic. We'll have to consult Balthazar to find another route through. He's always managed to find something.
Yes.
I don't know how it happened, sir, but we're making every effort. Lyric, glad you could join us. I'd like to introduce you to our esteemed leader, Zakard Ventru. Zakard, I set out in search of you months ago. I can hardly believe you're standing here now. Oh, please excuse me. Apologies for interrupting. I'm just pleased to make your acquaintance, sir. Please, call me Zakard. The captain just informed me of your unusual arrival. I have a lot of questions, but I'll have to wait. Yes, I'm sorry to cut this introduction short, but we have an ongoing situation. Isabel Salazar escaped her cell and left Dale Arch. What? She murdered our guards and allowed a mad wraith into Dale Arch, putting many lives at risk. But I just saw her, briefly, while having my paperwork done. She even spoke to me as I was leaving. What? She hasn't spoken in a year. You remember what she said? I didn't pay much heed to her at the time. Who is she? The witch is one of the Shades King's prime lieutenants. If she gets away, she will compromise Dale Arch's location. If that happens, nothing will save us. Then forgive me for asking, but why aren't you pursuing her right now? We tried. We were unable to follow her through the Frost Fence, though. She used her magic to bypass it. Frost Fence? They're a smaller barrier conjured from the same magic as the Frostfell. The Green Flame used them to limit our access to a certain sector of Icesnare. They too are deadly to the touch. But that wouldn't be an issue for you, would it, Lyric? Sir? It's true, I walked through the Frostfell. I could do so through the power of this Vambrace, but you already knew that, didn't you? How did you come into the possession of this artifact? My late father left it to me. His final letter bid me to seek you out in this cursed place. This Vambrace, he said, was the key to coming here. It allowed me to bypass the Frostfell harmlessly. Would your father happen to be the esteemed Dr. Nicolau Lyric? One and the same. How could you possibly know that? He is a renowned scholar and his research on the Archons is unsurpassed. I am well versed on his works. Now before me stands a woman bearing his namesake and carrying a relic of arcanic design. Even I can connect the dots. You recognize this thing? It's called the Aetherbrace, a powerful relic indeed. I'm not sure Lyric realizes the value of what she possesses. If all you say is true, then she should give it to us. We could use it to turn the tide against the King of Shades. It's not that simple. I can't remove it. I've tried every effort short of cutting off my arm. Lyric, you seek answers and I'm willing to help you. But our priority now is finding Isabel. Would you be willing to lead a party past the Frost Fence to find her? Yes. This isn't my first tracking mission. I'll help, but when I come back, we need to talk. You'll need a place to prepare before deploying. Take this scroll of consent and tell Elga at the Lost Lady Inn I sent you. She'll make sure you have a space. My scouts informed me Isabel was moving north towards the entertainment district. We will send some guardians with you to the surface to help, of course. If you're looking for sellswords, you might have some luck at the recruitment boards. In the meantime, I'll make sure the ascending room is set for your next destination. Leave it to me. Bro, did we just get like shit ton of stuff? Hold on. Provides Zakard's concept to move about freely in Dale Arch into the surface. This gives me autonomy to move between the... I can go everywhere now! Haha! Oh my god, there's so many places we couldn't explore before. Oh, hey girl, over here. I'm pretty busy right now. Yeah, I'll keep it brief. I am Maru Han, the acting director of the North Venture Company in Duckheim. I heard rumor Linville was assembling an expedition to the entertainment district. Is it true? Words travel fast around here. There are few activities to while away the hours in Dale Arch, and the gift of the gab has always been my specialty. Well, your sources were right, but the original expedition was cancelled and I'm leading the new one myself. Then I have a special request. There is an item of great importance to me in the entertainment district. The merchant, Menduk, is currently in possession of it. What is this item and who is Menduk? The golden seal called the Oxe. It is granted by the Sadali Emperor and confers legitimacy to its owner to conduct business on behalf of the Nordventure Company in Duckheim. Menduk was the company's former chief. This doesn't seem like something worth risking lives over. Risks brings reward. Fetch me to see it and I'm sure you get the finest deals in Dale Arch. You need my help if you're planning regular expeditions to the surface. Alright, I keep an eye out for it, but I'm not making any promises. The merchant's fate has already been sealed. It is of little use to her now, but it is priceless to me. I'll be seeing you around. Cool. Wait! Do I now have access to his room? I wonder. No. Let's go back to the prison. I'm curious to see if I can access her cell. The door wasn't damaged. How did Isabel manage to open it without a key? That's a very good question. Isabel escaped, yet you're still in charge of the prison. It wasn't my shift. Johnny was in charge. He said she witched him into sleeping. If she could have done that from the beginning, what was the point? Maybe our witch has a strange sense of humor. So what happened after that? I heard her almost caught her at the ascending room. She knocked out the guards and took it up first. We got stuck waiting below. We continued pursuit but couldn't keep up. Followed her footprints to a bloody frost fence. No way to get through one of those. Seems like she was heading north. If she managed to reveal our location to the green flame, we're done for. Not good, not good. Okay, well I mean, okay. Well, let's go to places we couldn't go before. Like the dwarven place. Do you know where you are? I received this document from Zakard. How did you get that? You must be quite important. This is Argrim Manor. Don't ever say you're welcome. I always heard the noble dwarves of Eisner were a prickly bunch. I hear rumor that the drifters are coming restless again. Animals, the lot of them. If they try anything rash, our warriors will smash them like roaches they are. The hardy dwarves hail from the frigid northern realm of Duckheim. Historically, they've had little interaction with the outside world or other races. Paradoxically, they are the most technologically advanced race in Ithera. In fact, that is begrudgingly accepted by all races. This, coupled with supreme confidence in their own culture, has cultivated widespread xenophobia and general intolerance of outsiders. You need to look no further than Duckheim for the finest craftsmanship in Ithera. We don't have much to work here, but our weapons are indispensable to the scavenging parties. This is a loyalist manor. You are permitted access only through Lord Akon's generous permission. King Argrim has been missing since the fall of Eisner. He could be dead now, but we have faith he will be restored to the throne. These stairs lead to King Argrim's chamber. However, Prince Gunnar is currently fulfilling the Lost King's duty. He's busy now. Walk away, human. What do you need, human? We're busy. If you need the assistance of my warriors, why don't you check the recruiting board? At Widger, there are still a few dwarves left who will lend you the aid of their axes. Sometimes I wonder how the human lives as they do. Do you not find life more difficult without dwarven tech at your disposal? All people have their own ways of getting by. The Edeni are so quaint. I must admit that I admire the grit of your people, though. Dwarves alone know the secret of folding and shaping Mithram, the strongest substance on Ithera. Once cooled, Mithram is unbreakable by conventional methods. This rare metal can only be forged in Duckheim by dwarven smiths. Duckheim is a cold, mountainous region. The native dwarves first settled around these mountains, carving their way deep underground to avoid the frigid conditions on land.